We were going to talk about something different today. We're just going to be talking about some recently released pops and upcoming ones that we're pretty excited for.
Yeah, so there have been all these releases for movies, and the biggest one coming up right now is Spider-Man. Spider-Man Homecoming comes out July 7th, and I know Andrew's a huge
I'm a huge Marvel fan. Love Spider-Man, love all that stuff. We have the exclusive GameStop glow-in-the-dark Vulture one here that Luke was really excited to get. And the mainline guys have already been released in a lot of different stores.
The one that hasn't been released, or a couple that haven't been released, are the helmetless Peter Parker's, one where he's regular clothes, two with his suits. Then the big one I know you've been talking about, the Iron Man.
Yeah, Iron Man, Spider-Man 2-pack. You know, Spider-Man's in action pose. Tony Stark looking boss in the Iron Man suit.
Yeah. No, I'm not as big, definitely not as big as a Marvel fan or a Spider-Man fan, but I even think that was cool and something that I even think about.
Right. So keep an eye out for the different exclusives at the different retailers.
And then we have another thing that released was Overwatch. Overwatch came out, the whole second wave came out.
Right.
They released everything except for two pops, the Titanium Fair and the Carbon Fiber Diva, except for in Australia, but that's a whole other. They're down under, so they do stuff differently. It's restricted. Some of them have actually got the Titanium Fair, but the Carbon Fiber haven't.
Yeah, those are exclusive to the Blizzard website.
They pushed it out to July, so that's something weird they did, but I mean, it's just something I'm sure they had to do in the background.
Right, probably just like a distribution thing or like a production line.
And continuing with that is something big just came up, the Megazord, the San Diego Comic-Con Megazord, the first San Diego Comic-Con release,
right? And
it's Megazord. And everyone was talking, Power Rangers coming out. Where's the Megazord? And they have it. Here it is. It's finally here.
Yeah, they've released like all the Power Rangers, like the Mighty Morphin ones back from like the '90s, and people were clamoring for the Megazord because one, I think it looks awesome.
It does. It's probably the coolest pop, definitely for sure, out of that line.
Right.
But it's limited to 8,000, and all these stores, the first thing they put up was Toy Wars, and people are like, I really want that. And they're putting up all these limits, or they're really selling out in like 10 seconds the second it goes live.
Right. So people, are already getting cancellation notices. But the thing with the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive ones is if they sell them all there, any stores might not get them.
It's a very limited quantity, and all these mom and pop places are putting them up, and that's something to worry about.
Right. And plus, it's supposed to be $20, jacking up prices because of the exclusivity.
Plus shipping. Yeah, they're putting everything. One at San Diego Comic-Con, so it's already got a $5 raise, but on the websites, they're even increasing it. So that's crazy. And then the next thing that's coming out, and it just recently released, was Alien Covenant, and they showed the pops for that like a month ago before the movie.
Yeah, they have a bunch of different xenomorphs, a couple of the the Marines in it.
And on top of that, which they've been doing recently, I don't really like it. I'm not a fan. Definitely something that needs to be talked about is they spoil or show some plot details that they don't show in the trailers.
Right. Trailers show different snippets of things, and some of the pops don't line up or show different things that aren't in the trailers. So people are like, that's something to expect. Like, this guy wasn't in the trailers, but there's a pop of him, so obviously he's going to be popping up in the video.
That definitely bothers me. I don't like that they do that. That's something I'm sure other people don't want to know. They're seeing a movie because you want to be surprised. You want to see what's going to happen. You don't want to be told before it happens.
So that's something I think Funko maybe needs to work on, either moving the pop line back a little bit, or trying not to have guys release.
Or they don't show the full distribution sometimes. So maybe they show a list with stuff that doesn't spoil anything. These characters in it, and then they show the other list, which would definitely.
It's kind of like a slippery slope because you want to jump on something while the property's hot, but you don't want to spoil it for other people.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that's a good idea. And continuing with that and stuff that they're trying to release at the same time. Destiny 2 was just revealed, and there's a huge.
They were showing all the trailers, all the different abilities and stuff. People are really excited for it.
People are excited, and they just revealed all the Destiny pops that are coming out. They have Oryx, they have Cade, obviously Hunters, Akora, all these pops that are coming out, and the big one that we're
Xur,
Xur, of course, that's a GameStop exclusive, but the big one we were talking about is Crota.
Crota is going to have two of them Target exclusive, and one's going to be a Chase glow in the dark.
And that's, we're looking at that. But Target, again, may be an issue because, just like Qui-Gon, they're not very good with how they distribute or how many.
Yeah, like the quantities they get, some stores get this amount, some stores might get none, some stores might get two.
Or you look on BrickSeek, and we can talk to you guys about BrickSeek another time, but if you use BrickSeek, it's a website that shows you what's going on. They'll show this quantity, but the code they use, the barcode, is not the same.
Or
it doesn't make sense to me.
Maybe employees are hiding in the back, whatever.
Okay. So, and with that,
Like, I'm
it's like-
super excited for the next pop line coming out, Lord of the Rings. We've both always been a big
Yeah.
fan of those movies. They already had like a Hobbit line release, so people have been waiting for those mainline guys because I feel like they're more popular.
Aragorn, Gimli, I in a heartbeat get those.
Yeah, especially if they did like a 3-pack of Legolas, Aragorn,
Oh, that'd
and
be
Gimli.
great.
That'd be
Exactly,
awesome.
that'd be perfect.
Those are the main guys.
Yeah,
But
and I mean, since we were kids, they were our favorite movies.
Right.
So of course we're gonna be like, we want it, we want it, we want it.
But with this line, you know, the big ones we're excited for, the 6-inch Balrog
Oh, it
looks
just looks
awesome.
awesome.
Has
Has
like the
the
flame
whip.
whip, the sword.
The mouth, it's
Yeah.
like it's every right
Yeah.
in the panels, and that along with they have all these exclusive. They have the ring wraith,
The ghostly.
the ghost. Yeah, so it actually has it not in the black costume,
Not in the hood.
with the crown. It's the decrepit, all like ghostly figure, which is definitely cool, and that's a Hot Topic exclusive, and that's something that we were talking about. Oh, that's
Yeah,
Keep
and then
your eye-
there's
keep an eye
Barnes
on
and
it.
Noble exclusive Frodo, where he's wearing the ring, so he's like see through. It's
funny thing with that is
Awesome.
the ring. He's not wearing the ring. The ring's on his
Right.
head. You're like, wait, how's he invisible?
yeah.
Because the ring
So
on
if
his
you're a
chest.
real stickler for detail,
That's
I've got to
what it is.
worry
But
about that.
all things considered, they definitely have gotten way better with how much detail they've shown. on there.
Definitely.
You can see with the Brumach, and that continues with this. This line just came out.
Yeah, so some stores like don't even have the Gears of War ones. We were lucky enough to find a Brumach in stores. Super excited about that. Shows off all his guns and all like the detail.
Yeah.
But we're also excited for like Cole and Baird in that
Baird's
line.
played Baird all the time. I want Baird. I'm waiting for that.
But we're definitely hoping like maybe in the next wave they have more Locusts, so like the Cantus, Ram. I always
Yeah.
played as Min, and I'm
Yeah,
waiting for
they have
him.
everything. They can go off of all this. I mean, they have
Right.
two different Marcuses for sure.
Yeah.
And they have his his son and all that. But that's what I want Baird. And
Yeah.
their distribution's weird where some stores are getting it, but we'll have to we're keeping our eye out for that. And really, probably the biggest thing that's coming out now we've been talking about.
Being '90s kids, we definitely are ecstatic that they're coming out with like that Nickelodeon line.
Yeah.
Like they've had Nickelodeon ones before, like Ren and Stimpy, SpongeBob, but this is kind of the first like listed as Nickelodeon
Yeah,
line.
and when those came out, the details, like I said, Funko's stepped their game up. When those details came out, definitely have not been as good as what they are now. So I'm sure they're going to release them again, and they can do everything. SpongeBob has so many characters.
Yeah,
but
definitely want a Squidward.
but what I'm thinking about, what I'm thinking about with this wave is the Reptar, the purple Reptar. That's the one I want.
Yeah,
That's the number one
throwback
thing I want.
to the first season of Rugrats. Tommy in the red shirt, purple Reptar
Yeah.
are the chases, so we're definitely looking out for those. Cat Dog looks awesome. But with so many Nickelodeon properties, there's like so many different things they could do. They could have more Cat Dog characters, more like Rugrats has tons of characters.
Oh,
they could
yeah.
do a Phil and
They could
2-pack
do
or whatever.
But there's so many '90s shows. They
Right.
Rocko's Modern Life.
I would love a Big Head, Mr. and Mrs. Big Head 2-pack
Oh
of
my
Rocco
God,
and
that-
Pepper,
that'd
like
be
all those
great.
characters.
That would be, but that's what I'm saying. They have so many possibilities that they can. It's endless.
Yeah.
They can do that, and being that everyone's like, oh, that '90s nostalgia. Really, the year of these people have been growing up with their computers and all this stuff. It's like they're the ones. So many people talk about the '90s.
Yeah.
And that they can go off of that.
Yeah, like you
I
said,
kind of hope they do.
Rocket Power, even going into the 2000s, there's Fairly Odd Parents. I
Yeah.
know people would buy a lot of that
And
stuff.
I'm sure SpongeBob is right at the end of the '90s, beginning of 2000s. They're gonna just. I think
Yeah.
they're just gonna.
Because he was
handball.
probably the most popular Nickelodeon character, arguably at least.
So they have all these things coming out, and we wanted to show you guys because it is hard to keep track of all this stuff, and that's why we're always talking to each other like, what's coming out, what do we
Yeah,
want?
what we want. Exactly.
So that's a little short blurb about what is coming out. If you guys have any other recommendations for the videos, let us know in the future. We're gonna keep doing this, trying to update everyone and
yeah,
keep track.
try to be a little informative.
Yeah. So thanks.